ain't got money. Money is so hard, you know what I mean? It's like pesos is, you know what I mean? You ain't getting that much money anyway to be able to have the money. What if you got
$1,
five, six, seven children?
$1 right now is 18 pesos. $1.
See? How much it costs to go to school?
When I used to go, well, right now I'm pretty sure it's like 800 pesos or 1,000 pesos. Cause when I used to be in elementary, I remember it was like 500 pesos. When I went to middle school, that's the farthest I go in Mexico. My mom used to pay like 900 pesos or maybe
For a year?
1,100 for a year for each year.
And that's for each child.
And that's middle school, yeah, for each child. And she had like 3 of us going to school and only her working.
So, but what the other four?
The
They
other
couldn't
4
go.
were already out of school. My mom did pay all them. Oh, when we were child, she used to pay for 8 kids for school.
Wow. Man. And then
Herself.
people look at how they have it here and try to complain. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Read on. They sacrifice their sons and their daughters and the devils, man. And that's what happens when we actually have to send our children to learn the curriculum that they're programming our children now to praise America and not the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua. You know, and that back in the day we did sacrifice our children to Molech and all the different idols of the heathen. Put them in the fire and so forth, burn them up. You got to go. I mean, wicked. Go ahead.
Verse 37.
Verse 8,
Verse 38. Salakia. And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing that we were doing here, they did the same thing over here. While the Most High sent Esau against the northern tribes here. They were sacrificing up on them big pyramids and so forth. Taking, you know, they show you that in a lot of their movies. But I mean, it's in the books, in the history books, showing how they would sacrifice the sons and daughters. These idols, you know, the sun and all the crap that, the eagles and all kind of madness. You know what I mean? Just nonsense. Bull crap. Go ahead.
Thus were they defiled with their own works, and when whoring with their own inventions.
See, we were defiled with our own works and just having our sons and daughters be sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan. And went a whoring with their own inventions, things we invented that went against the Most High. This is spiritual fornication. It's called spiritual fornication. When he said we went a whoring against the Most High, spiritual fornication. Everybody think fornication is adultery and all. No, spiritual fornication is when you go against the Most High. When you go against His word and what He's telling us to do. And serve other idols, as it is written. That's what we did. Sad to say, but it's real. Going to the Apocrypha and look at Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 22.
What page, please?
66.
15 and
22.
22.
14, 22.
Okay, 14, 22.
14 and 12, Salakia.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
See, this is what we're talking about. Going to, like I tell you, going to whoring after other gods, other idols, is spiritual fornication. So that's why I said the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication. Read.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Right, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. That's why you got to know all the different ins and outs of how not to do the things that we done before, so we don't continue to do the things that we done as a nation of people, and not be hard-headed and disobedient to what the Most High say how we should be and how we should act. Read.
For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
That's right. They wasn't from the beginning. Because the Most High made us righteous. See, all you need to do is eat of the tree of righteousness, eat of the tree of life. You know what that means? He made us to live forever. But he said, don't eat of that tree over there of good and evil. You don't need that. And see, that's the problem. A lot of people, they don't recognize the tree of good and evil. Or bring it forth. Because you got to understand, if you're going to see somebody, you just going to bring the evil? Or do you bring good with it? Like Esau made us, or whoever. Because Israel are children of the devil too. You know what I mean? So, you looking at bringing a little truth with a lie. Just like nobody looking at, I mean, they put it right in your face. And he even looked at Santa. Mashiach HaMashiach wasn't born on December 25th. And he never said, celebrate my birthday anyway. Where that's in the Bible? Where that's in the Bible? He said, honor my death. Because I rose on the third day and went to the right hand side of the Most High. He said, that's what he said. He said, honor that. In remembrance of him. That last supper, he took the bread and the bread and the wine. This is my body and my blood that's shed for the children of Israel, for the redemption of sins of Israel. How you get everybody out of that? When Acts 5:30 and 31 tells you clearly, for repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins. Straight up. But everybody want to include everybody. He came for his chosen people. His blood was shed for his chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Now all nations need to be learning about the Most High, about Mashiach Yahushua, how they can please him. Like we are. Because you're going to learn now, you're going to learn later. They're going to be made to learn, or they're going to perish, point blank. So this is for everybody. Open up this book and at least learn for the men that he have brought on this earth, teaching of his laws and the true history, our story. Because a lot of times they don't want us to break through the lies. I mean, they program the people, brain polluting the people to believe a certain way. Why we're so contrary to what they're trying to teach them, because it's contrary to the truth. Like I say, what's Satan going to do? He's going to come with what? Good and evil. Don't get him twisted. He is who he is. But a lot of people don't realize it because, okay, well, you have your own little way of thinking that the Most High dealing with you in a certain way. But look at this. Book this. Go to 2 Corinthians 11. And we're going to look at start at verse 13.
Second Corinthians chapter 11, verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach.
Yeah, see, so it says, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers. Deceitful workers, I mean, they're not telling the truth. They're liars. Transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. So that's someone that seem like they're righteous, but they're deceitful workers. The book is closed, and what's the word on them? You don't know because you don't know anything about them. All you know is you've been taught, or you repeating what they say, you acting like that, but they false apostles. Listen, verse 14. Listen at this closely. Understand this. Overstand this point. Read.
And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
So Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. See? Read.
Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
See? It says no great thing if his ministers, so Satan that ministers, also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. So what is he gonna do? If he's transformed himself into the angel of light, look at him, go to John, the first chapter. And I want you to book it at start at verse 4.
First John, chapter 1, verse 4. And these things write we unto you.
And what I'm here, I want to show you because Satan has transformed himself into an angel of what? Light.
Light.
So if he's transformed himself to an angel of light, what is he doing? What is his operation? What is he doing? So no marvel, his ministers also appear as angels of light. So that's why it's very important to know enough of the basic instructions before leaving the earth of what has happened and what's going on here from the right hand and the left hand. You see, you can't just know all righteous. This is right, this is right, this is right, this is right, because he allowed it to go. He already appeared as an angel of light. So that's why we here. Read.
This then is the message which we have heard of
Where
him.
you at? You got St. John 1 and
verse 5?
verse 4.
Okay, verse 4. That your joy may be full.
No, St. John 1
And verse 4. Okay, all over, right?
Where you at? You in 1 John?
1 John and...
No, we in John, St. John, not 1 John.